Hey everybody, this is Tony and I'm here today with a special guest, none other than the legendary Mr. Robert Kool Bell. How you doing today?
I'm wonderful, Tony. How are you, man?
I'm doing just fine. It's been a rainy day, but I'm still alive, so I'm thankful for that.
What city are you in then right now?
In Miami.
Oh, well, I'm just up north. I'm up here in Old Town, Orlando.
Oh, okay. So you not that far.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Now, of course, Mr. Bell, you've been around for a long time, over 50 years with Kool the Gang, legendary band. Of course, everybody should know by now. If they don't, they probably just been, ignoring you at this point.
Okay.
But I would hope not. But you guys have had major success in the music industry, though. Numerous hits, Billboard Awards, Grammys, all kind of things. You do have some new music out now, though. I understand. Is that right?
Yeah, we have a single that's it's on YouTube right now. It's called "For the Pursuit of Happiness,"
Okay.
and the actual album will be out next month. And that album is called "Perfect Union."
Okay. Now, what kind of sound are you guys going for on this album? Because of course, you over the years you had a numerous of sounds from jazz to R&B to pop to everything, pretty much.
Well, it's going to be a little jazz, a couple of tracks that's a little jazzy, a little Latin. We got a little Latin thing going on.
Okay.
Of course, we got the funk. Of course, the song "Pursuit of Happiness."
Right.
One of the songs that my brother wrote before he passed. I lost my brother about 2 months ago,
Right. I'm sorry to hear that.
and he and one of the other younger members in the band, Walter Anderson, and also another family member on my cousin's side, his stepson, Valet, who was from Vallejo, I should say, out of
Okay.
out of Atlanta, and my cousin Royal Band. So it's a family thing.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Um, Now, is music still doing music for you? Is it still the same as it was when you first started out doing it? Because you're doing this a long time.
It's a little different, I guess. With social media now and modern technology. And I go back to the days of the 16-track recording studio,
That's right.
tracks, then 24, 48,
Yeah.
back to the days of the 8-track tapes, cassettes out there, and then vinyl, and then cassettes, CDs, and
That's
now
right.
it's streaming. And we're still here.
Yes.
We're still here.
Yes. Thankfully so, though. A few years ago, BET and Soul Train present you guys with a Lifetime Achievement Award. For you, what was that like receiving that award? Seeing those artists pay tribute to you guys when you were there.
Oh, that was great, man. We really enjoyed that. We've been around dealing with that BET, Soul Train, and get that kind of award, and to have friends to be a part of the presentation, like Nile Rodgers,
Right.
cousin of the late Spike Mickens,
Right.
and also to have my cousin, Judge Mathis, one of the presenters.
All right.
And
All
then,
right.
we had, John Travolta and various people that we worked with over the years. It was a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Thankfully, they provided you guys with your flowers while you're still here, at least a lot of you guys, because it's so often we always wait till people aren't here to say, oh, they were so great. But, thankfully, most of you guys are still here. Of course, like I said, you had numerous hits from Celebration to Get Down on It to Summer Madness, all kinds of hits. Summer Madness, I think, though, became a huge hit again in, I think it was 2000 with the movie Baby Boy. So you guys have really had a resurgence of your music, not only from when you first did it, but when it, years later. How has the transcending of your music affected you? And when you look at it, what do you think about that?
Well, again, it's indeed a blessing, what we have accomplished over the years, from the 60s when we started back in 1964, and then the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, all the way up to today. Music like our very first record, Kool the Gang.
Right.
It's a lot of people thought it was a Latin group when we came out because we had the bongos and the horn lines and etc. And then, mid 70s, funky stuff, Hollywood
Yeah.
swing, jungle
Yeah.
boogie, you know. And then you mentioned like Summer Madness, and many others, Open Sesame and the Saturday Night Fever movie.
Mhm.
And, our music's been in quite a few movies.
Right.
We
Right.
made our way through the 80s and to the 90s, and now we are here with a new album, new project called Pursuit of Happiness and Perfect Game.
All right. Do you guys ever, get in your mind, or do you ever get in your own way of trying to duplicate success at any point, or think like, this is not good enough for what we had before, or do you just create?
Well, we create, but we tried to do another version of Celebration. Didn't quite work out.
Okay, that makes
Celebrating
sense.
and let's have a good time celebrating. Yeah. Right now, we just left Celebration alone. But not to say that we might try it again for 2021.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
celebrate good times. Come on.
Yeah, anything is possible. You saw how big that single was and is still now. So and I think because it resonates so much with people, because it's just saying have a good time. It's
Right.
a feel good song. That's what people really want to hear anyway. So
Yeah.
I think it is definitely possible. At this point, anything is possible probably. So I'm down for that.
Well, Tony, after coming out of 2020, and now
Yeah.
in 2021, so much suffering, and so many people has passed.
Right.
And a song like Celebration, kind of uplift, God willing, uplift the spirit,
Yeah.
as we
Yeah.
get closer with these vaccinations, kind of beat COVID. And
Right.
it definitely would be a time to celebrate good times. Come on.
That's right. That's right. What have you been doing to, besides recording the new album, to keep yourself busy throughout this whole situation?
Well, I've been right here. We call it the OTC. My cousin
Okay.
happens to be, his name is Tony as well.
Okay.
And we do a lot of social media stuff,
Oh.
daily, and we did a couple of Zoom shows, and working on other projects. I got a project that I'm doing in West Africa and Africa, a Dusty
Okay.
Baker. It's called Cool Baker Energy,
Mm-hmm.
dealing with solar energy for the future. And as you can see, I have my champagne.
Right. Right. Yes.
Yeah,
You know what? You're just a busy man at this point. You got it all going on. I see, like you said, the champagne. I know you also got a cologne as well. Is that right?
yeah, just cool Cologne. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So how did all this stuff come about? The champagne, the cologne, all of this stuff. Where do you get this?
Well, I mean, the champagne happened in Europe.
Okay.
We were doing a tour in France. And the promoter came up to me and said, "Listen, I'm doing a champagne on the late or another guy who was like a cover, Barry White, uh, and also I'm doing some of the Bee Gees."
Okay.
And he said, "Well, would you like to, promote a champagne during this tour?" Well, I said, "Well, I don't know. I don't know if my fans want to buy a bottle of champagne after the concert. They probably want more of a cap, T-shirts, that kind of a thing."
Right.
But well, I said I like to be on the shelves, and so I said okay, and I came up with this thing called Le Cool Champagne,
Okay.
Lekool Champagne, and we end up cutting a deal in Champagne country up in Rennes, where
Mm-hmm.
they make Dom Perignon and Cristal, Don Bernard, Burkiko. That's what I wanted to do. So when I came up with the name, I wanted it to pop first in Europe,
Okay.
then come to America.
Mm.
Because the name of the Kool the Gang, Kool.
Right, right. It makes
That's what I'm
sense.
at now. And, it's, of course, with the pandemic, of course, things have been slow for everybody. But, we're making a little noise. And if not 2021, we're going to have some fun and drink some of the cool champagne. It might be
Oh yeah.
2022.
Okay. Oh,
Whatever way it goes, baby, we're going to be ready.
that's right. That's right. So this is for sale already on the website you have, or
Yeah,
not
we
yet?
have a website, lecoolchampagne.com.
Okay.
We're in
Okay.
4 markets now. We're in New Jersey.
Okay.
We also are in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
We are now in Florida.
Oh, all right now.
Still in Florida. And we're looking at Ohio, Kentucky. And eventually we'll be across the country. It's not like the record business. It's different. Each
Right.
you have to cut a deal. You have to be compliant in each state.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
we're working on that. We're getting there.
Okay. Well, hopefully we can have everybody with some of this cool champagne. I can't wait to see this. Go all over the world.
And the Cologne was another one that started in Europe too. Uh,
Okay.
called Just Cool Cologne. And we are working to push that out this year. We have,
Mm.
you know, X amount of bottles sitting in China right now. And because of the pandemic, everything's slowed up, but eventually it's going to come through Belgium and
Right.
then America.
Okay. All right. And it's just you just have men's cologne, or do you have perfume as well, or just you just sticking to one thing right now?
Well, we have the men's cologne,
Okay.
but also we're coming with for the ladies. We're
Okay.
going to call that one a ladies' night.
All right.
They know that the feeling's going to be right.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. What has the music industry taught you? What is one of the greatest lessons the industry has taught you over time?
Well, stay strong. Only the strong survive in this business. It's not a very easy business, but it's a fun business. I mean, there's challenges along the way, and we have been able to do that in
Right.
this business. For we've been in the business for over 50 years. Of course, we have had our ups and our downs. And trying to maneuver and find different ways how to deal with our music, touring around the world. We have been to just about every country in the world,
Mm-hmm.
from Japan or China or Australia, all through Africa, all through Europe, and of course, all through America. So, I
Yeah.
mean, so we love what we do. And I know things are a little tough right now for us and many other groups because no one's working right now.
Right. Right.
But hopefully, like I said, end of this year and going into next year, things will be back together again.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely hope so. People really miss seeing live acts and hearing music that they, reminisce on, especially you guys' music like Cherish and, those different hits that you guys had over the years. Like you said, I know a lot of the artists now are really wishing to get back on stage too, but, we have to do it the correct way, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah.
But over the years, 50 years or over 50 years is a long time to do anything. Would you say that the love for the music is what is the main thing that kept you guys going to continue to do it today?
Yes, I would say the love for the music and the support from our fans,
Okay.
for so many years. We thank our fans, man, because it's not easy in this business all
Right.
the time. But it's good to have a fan base that is always there with you, regardless of what changes we might go through in terms of the music, funk, the jazz, to the pop, even a little bit of country. We tried a little bit of that too. But having that fan base, man, is very important.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Do you happen to have a favorite song or a favorite album from you guys that you can think of?
Tony, that's a tough one to put on me. Yeah. Album would be Wild and Peaceful
Okay,
because we was able to turn our career around during that
right.
time. Funky stuff, Hollywood Swinging and Jungle Boogie. And then the B side of Wild and Peaceful was Wild and Peaceful. And it was a jazz, I'll call it cool jazz.
Yeah,
Song was
yeah.
9 minutes, man. And we all had a chance to take a solo, and it was great. Then after that, of course, came Light of Worlds, which
Mm,
had Summer Madness. You
right.
know, Madness, Will Smith, to, you know, Rocky movie, and on, man.
Yeah,
And I have
yeah.
to say Celebration. Come on. I mean, that's
Of course, of course.
all these years.
Now, of course, like, in the '90s, when hip hop started to come in and flood the scene, a lot of those artists sampled you guys' music, including Lil Kim, who paid tribute to you guys on the Soul Train Award as well.
Right.
Um, I know a lot of that, at least hopefully, because guys were writing, or I know you at least were translated to dollar signs for you, and as well as recognition. Have you heard a sample or a song come through and say, no, I don't really like this one?
Um, well, I would say maybe before they had made the changes in Washington about sample rights and sample clearance.
Hmm.
So anybody that was doing our song, the record company had to get an okay from us. So, but before that, it was like the Wild Wild West. We had to put
Right.
somebody out on sample patrol.
Mm. Oh man, did you ever hear one that you said, I need to be on this song?
Uh, not really. I mean, we kind of let it flow. I mean, because they say that we were one of the most sampled bands out there.
Yeah, I would believe so. I would believe so. From the catalog that you guys have, honestly, like you said, the movies. I don't think it's anything that doesn't have a Kool in the Gang a touch on it. And right now you don't have a lot of bands, so looking at you guys, the only people you had, to compare to is not that many. You think of the Commodores maybe, and a few others, but it's not that many people. So you guys really had an impact majorly, from playing the instruments to singing to creating music that actually crossed over. So I think you had, pretty much the broadest touch, I would say. So I would definitely believe that though.
Yeah, well, you had Earth and Fire as well. Of course, like you said, the Commodore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But all great in their own, way. Um, you guys had something different though. I just know that there's something different with your music, from touching all those genres and different things like that, and people relating like, wow, okay. Some people even praised you guys for not always, or doing like other people and throwing up sex and drugs and things like that, and talking more so about having a good time and love and different things like that. When you were in the process of writing, I know it was not only you on most of those songs, but when you were in the process of writing, was that something you were conscious of at the time?
Yeah, well, we were conscious of different styles of music because we started playing jazz,
Right.
and then we started backing up groups when we were the Soul Town band. Uh, and as we moved on to the various styles, we had a couple of songs that dealt with what was going on in the world, like Who's Gonna Take the Weight, which was
Right.
actually timing, I mean, the right situation that's happening today.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Who's Gonna Take the Weight came. And we have songs like Love and Understanding, Higher Planes of Knowledge, Wisdom, and Understanding. And then
Hmm.
you had the love ballads, Cherish and Joanna,
Yeah.
Too Hot, Funk, Get Down, all that jungle business.
Yeah, yeah. Besides Celebration, is there a favorite song that you like to perform?
Um, I would say Get Down on It, and Ladies Night, because
Okay.
that's how we end our show. We start off with Ladies Night and to Get Down on It.
Right.
And then it's, of course, when we do our shows, we do Hollywood Swinging,
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's true.
Boogie, Funky Step, Summer Madness. That's another strong part of our show. Yeah.
Mm. Do you have to look at the set list sometimes for shows and say, okay, it's too much on here?
Well, sometimes some of the guys will say that, man, we got to do 90 minutes. What about 60? What about 75? But what we have a 60-minute show, a 75-minute show,
Okay.
and a 90-minute show. It all
Okay.
depends on the promoter and who's the
Okay. That makes sense though. Of course, I want to just remind people again though about the new music. So, "Pursuit of Happiness" is a single we have out now. That's available right now on all digital and streaming platforms. Yes.
right now. It's uh, YouTube.
Okay, just
And
YouTube.
then the album, everything will be out next month.
Next month. Okay. Sounds good. So, is there anything else that we missed that you have out as well? I want to make sure I didn't miss nothing.
I think we pretty much covered it all. We have the album, we have the champagne, we have the cologne.
Right.
We're working on projects in Africa for next year.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing.
All right. Sounds good. Of course, Mr. Bell, before you go, just let everybody know your social sites, your websites, your different things like that, where they can find all these great products and information about the music.
Of course, the Kool the Gang is koolthegang.com.
Okay.
And the Kool Champagne is thecoolchampagne.com.
Okay.
And Instagram is Robert Kool Bell. It's Mr. Dot Robert Kool Bell.
All right.
People out there and use it as my son. He kind of watches my Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, let them know it's only one real one out there.
Absolutely. Okay.
Oh man, but I thank you so much, Mr. Bell, for your time, and it has been a joy to talk with you today. So
Okay.
thank you so much, and hopefully I get to talk to you again soon when the new album comes out as well.
Okay. Well, much success with the show, man. And thanks for having me.
No problem at all. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. All right.
You too.
All right. Bye bye.